Today I want to talk about 3 ways that I have used and I know can potentially help other people to handle chronic pain. Now, of course, I'm not a doctor. If you're in pain, go talk to somebody who is a doctor. Let them know, ask them what is available for you, and make your decision that way. I'm just here to talk about things that have worked for me and I know can work for other people, or can possibly work for other people. So the first one is if you have constant pain no matter what. And I've had this, has to do with my back and my shoulder. And what I have done to get past that, or one of the things that I've done to get past that, is I just imagine that I live in a world, the entire world, the entire universe is suffering from the same problem. So everybody has this problem with their back, with their shoulder. And in that world, either nothing can get done or everything can get done. And so another aspect of that world is I can't really complain about my issue. Nobody cares. Everybody has that issue. Well, in a way, that's like the world that we live in, right? Because everyone has an issue. Everyone has something going on. Everyone has a pain. Everyone has stress, a difficulty. Everyone has something going on in their life that is making their life less easy than they would like it to be. So we might look out at everybody else and say, man, they have it so good. They must not have any problems. And they're probably looking at us going, man, they have it so good. They must not have any problems. But that gets into a whole nother aspect of like Facebook and Twitter culture and all that stuff of only putting forward this particular face. But still we can use that and we can say, okay, I live in this world where everybody has this problem. And so I can complain about it and get nothing done, or I can just go ahead and get done what I need to do because it's gonna hurt whether I do it or whether I don't do it, so I might as well go ahead and do it. Feeling productive always feels better than being unproductive. Well, give yourself breaks now and then, of course. So number 2 is something that hurts when you're active, when you use that thing, when you do certain things, maybe the muscles get really sore or something like that. And again, I'm not a doctor, so don't just run out there and go do a marathon on a knee that's out. That's not what I'm saying. Talk to your doctor. Make sure that it's okay for you to do the motions even if they hurt. And again, I'm going to use the example of my back and my shoulder, because a lot of times the chronic pain that is constant will subside, but the pain when I go to work out or something like that pain shows up, and it doesn't actually physically do anything harmful to me. It just hurts. It's unpleasant. It's uncomfortable. It makes me not want to go and do that particular workout or whatever it might be. Usually it's stretching, just for the record, not that you care. But so again, so long as you're not limited by some kind of physical damage that you have caused or can cause, then what it comes down to is making a choice and deciding for yourself what hurts more, the physical pain or the pain of an unlived life. So the pain of not going hiking, the pain of not going out with friends, the pain of not doing this particular exercise, the pain of limiting yourself because of that pain. Is that pain of pulling back from life worse than that physical pain? And if so, push through the physical pain. If not, well, that's up to you. That is something that you should reevaluate often. If you're making that decision, if you're saying the physical pain is worse or you're saying the unlived life is worse, reevaluate that often. Make sure you are still in alignment with what feels best to you. And number 3, and this one gets really weird. Sorry, this one touches on the metaphysical, and I highly recommend watching some stuff by Dr. Joe Dispenza. He does some fantastic talks about how we have sort of phantom pain, and so that's what I'm going to get into here. I think of it a little different than he does, but again, he's wonderful to watch. He does a great explanation of this heart-brain coherence, again, which I also talk about in a different way than he does, but he is still wonderful to watch, and that is Joe Dispenza. I will put his name down in the comments. And so the question is, does it really hurt, or are you just used to it hurting? And so this is something that you can decide for yourself. There's some like tests that you can do. You can say, well, am I just favoring this shoulder out of habit, or does it actually hurt today? Sometimes that's really confusing. And the fix to that is, again, actually seeing if the pain is truly there, or if you just think the pain's going to be there, and so you favor that thing. So like I might, total bad example, whatever, but I might have pain lifting something this way, right? So I might always lift something this way. Well, if I never lift something this way, and I just go around saying it hurts when I lift something this way, well then that is no longer necessarily a physical pain that I have. That could be just a habit, or that it has become an identity of mine, that my shoulder hurts when I do this, but it doesn't hurt when I do this. So I need to go back and reevaluate that and say, well, is that pain just part of my identity? Do I just say that to get out of making that movement? Do I just say that because I'm used to saying it? Like, do I not do that motion simply because I think it's going to hurt, or I've conditioned myself? Let's say I was in pain for a year and I couldn't do that. Well, after that year was up, I learned to do things by lifting this way instead of this way. So now I have identified with not this, yes, this. And so that's what you want to go back and look at. Does it really hurt, or are you just used to it hurting? Is it a psychosomatic thing where it's in your head, you expect pain, so you feel pain kind of a thing? Consider that. Like I said, go watch Joe Dispenza. He does some great stuff on heart-brain coherence that I just don't want to get into in this particular video. Like I said, I have my own way of doing that, and I will probably cover that a little bit more in depth once my book is finished editing and I'm ready to put some more of the details of how I do it out. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And of course, be sure to hit like and share this if you did. And have